Hi guys, this is Emnel and welcome back to Hearts 4 Italian Introduction Campaign. As you can see, the Spanish Civil War is still raging and looks like Republicans are on the offensive. Very interesting. And we are making last changes before World War II, really. I think one of the changes we will add is Poland will that take October. I think we will add 3 more units here, since we decided, quote unquote, that we won't be able to afford army experience wise at least to get ourselves what's their face? Get ourselves motorized units, so we'll need to use armor. We need another 13, I think. We'll want our logistic companies in tank divisions, and all the changes we discussed in infantry divisions. And we are run out of basically of basic infantry equipment, which is less than ideal. How's our artillery? Oh, okay, we are ahead of on artillery. How are we on self-propelled artillery? Okay, we are ahead on that as well. Let's cut down on that and cut down heavily. We will cancel one of the tungsten imports. And I think we'll just throw it into the inventory equipment. Yeah, we will kinda need it. We are building all the fighters we can possibly build. We need more rubber though. I missed that. Rubber this and what's our trade influence? 110. And we have higher than German Reich. That means we'll get this. Should get full, right? Okay, support, and we are going for modernized army to get ourselves land doctrine bonus. Okay. We're doing. We need. Really should. Okay, so my understanding is, and that's how it worked last time, that since our trade influence is higher than German Reich, we should be getting 24. That is our full order, not and German Reich should get only 22 out of 24. But since that's not working, let's buy some from Brazil. Here we go. Are we putting more into things that require rubber? Not yet. Okay, let's see. Light tanks. 48 days. Support equipment. 65 days. We good. This 25 days. I'm liking it. We'll manage with the tanks, I think. Maybe I would add maybe 2 more. Yeah, 2 more will do. Okay, ground support. And yeah, I think we'll go for 8th generation. S priority bonus is good, but it will basically allow us. This is basically a combat bonus for our fighters. and this will increase by one fourth, well, by 25% our chance to get an ace. Well, this is better. Okay, I wanted to, well, on the thing that last time I picked this, I will take this, but since this is an instructional playthrough, you should go for formation fighting. In this case, because this is the only 100% sure fighter bonus. Aces may provide fighter bonuses, but plus 25% to their generations won't be as good as outright 15% bonus that you get there. Okay, we got radars. One level will do for now, I think. We got ourselves bonus for this, huh? Let's get that. Then I'm going to buy more steel for now. We'll get all the steel we may need once we get France, so then we'll move with our naval production. Okay. So there's something we want, something else that we want. We can't go decryption yet. This, well, it will just affect our steel. Rest we don't produce enough for it to matter. It's July. Yeah, let's just get ourselves. We could go for this ahead of time, but it wouldn't really matter. I guess it would help us win in Africa fairly significantly, because the difference here is big. It's 50% higher soft attack. Honestly, we can afford it, meaning that we could at the same time get ourselves marines. Thing is that we don't really need marines. It would be nice to have allied infantry in France, because there are some annoying rivers there. But I think our mountain troops are powerful enough to deal with it, to deal with all that. Can wait for them there anyway. So we are going. Yes, we are going to do that. We'll finish it ahead of time. But since we are researching it ahead of time, we are going to wait 30 days for that ahead of time annuity to be smaller, and then we are going to pick it. That probably means that we should start another line of infantry weapons. So once we switch, we will only lose 50% of 2, and since we are a bit behind on infantry, well, we aren't really behind. We'll wait once we run out of things to put our military factories into. We'll consider. Right, computing machine. Wow. Decryption first. Alright, I was. Of course. Damn it, I should have. Well, we'll wait with this one for that infantry equipment research. We are still our production of those infantry divisions. Good. We now have to change, so it will affect those. Edit infantry divisions. Do we want to replace or do we want to add? Logistic companies. First, I want. Then I want logistics. It doesn't really matter. I just like how it looks. I know what I will add. Basically, we are slowly but surely running out of manpower, but it's okay. Location set. Just go to Naples. And it's probably time we should start worrying about infrastructure about Sahara infrastructure. So this is one Yes, we kind of want to re-support level here, perhaps. No, it seems like the infrastructure level is a problem here. Support. Let's put. All right, because this is. No, that will do. How long will that take? 64 days to finish it. Yeah. Well, now let's we'll do that in 1939. Okay. It's August, so we'll have another chance to pick this one. I think we'll take this guy, honestly. Oh, let's see if is there anything really great around for those guys. We'll have only chance to pick 3 more choices before the start of the war, and I believe one of those will need to be conscription law. So, but with the penalty age generation, nothing to write home about here. Right, this one, not really interested. We'll probably go with this one later. Yeah, army regrouping, cavalry speed attack, motorized attack, infantry attack. This is a good one. We'll need to take him at some point. Ground support, really good one too. Nothing really interesting besides that, so those two are fairly important. We can either get faster production of naval bases, radar stations, which we will want to build a few, or decent combat bonuses. Both are good, fairly good choices, I think. Is the industrial concern really worth it? So at this point, please. Well, it depends. If you want, if you are not sure about your ability to win this or any other fight, really, then go for, then you should definitely go for this guy. And ground support will be mostly useful here. Here the those huge air zones will pretty much disable your aircraft, so you really won't be able to properly support your troops in Africa. So that guy will be mostly limited to European and, well, Asian fronts. Well, not really Asian, well, Eastern European, right here. Russian in the world. I think I will take Quartermaster General for now. And as our last one, I will probably take the guy with infantry bonus. Or you guys like finishing one by one. That makes sense. Okay, you just go there. Alright, since we do not have a general for this. Alright, since you guys do not have an order, you need to have an order. There you go. And of which you probably needed that. Good. You there. Right, and to be honest, I think we want 2 full mountain armies here, since we already do we though. So question, thing about this, well, they do have a lot of mountain of infantry divisions around here. Will they be able to put like what 6 to 9 panzer divisions into this? Yeah, I think a few more of those won't hurt. Here we go. How are we on? Well, we aren't, but we are working on it. Initial agreement. British-French alliance. Modernized army. We have that nice land doctrine bonus. That is kind of pointless at this moment, since mountain infantry will not be ahead of time in a few months. Other things that we can go for is basically towards air innovation to air doctrine, and that's what we are going to do here. Or we could go for Libyan infrastructure, but I don't think that's worth it. Treaty with Germany, not yet. We are not building anything, going for anything that requires armor just yet. We are good with the light armor. Albanian occupation though, what do they have? Let me see. Still the same shit. 1 military factory and 2 civilian ones. Mare Nostrum, once again, we do not really have steel for that. It's okay. We would produce them a bit slower, but I think air innovations and air doctrine bonuses are the most important at the moment. And what have we finished here? I don't recall. I don't remember. Oh right, we are waiting for this. And here we go. And behold, Republican Spain won. Which is a bit weird that the government, the legitimate government won, but the tension still risen. All right, 168 days. I can live with that. End of Spanish Civil War. Do we want to stop? Right. What we want to do is put that first. So all that reinforcement nonsense will be later, since we are wasting some of the equipment. But first we want to produce those all those divisions. Alright, we finished artillery. And we could get better artillery. Early. And we can do it ahead of time. And I think we will. But we'll once again wait 30 days. How are we on artillery? We are behind on artillery. And it will require 100 days for us to catch up. I think we will put... we'll bite a bullet and get some more tanks then. And then once we research, we'll switch and have half of the production already. And tungsten, we go one more please. Once again waiting 30 days, because for those who didn't get it, the ahead of time penalty gets smaller the closer you are to the start of the new year. So, Republic of China, People's Republic of China calculated. Oh right, I completely forgot. We could have, we obviously could have sent volunteer troops to Japan to get some army experience, and should we? Now they are pretty much well. This war will finish in a second. That's a pretty fast war as Japan. I'm impressed. Volunteer divisions to nationalize Spain. No, Germans have not sent any divisions. That's interesting. Usually China isn't doing that well. Or usually China is just losing without help. This is outright impressive. Well, we do need the bloody army experience, and this won't last a year. So let's... how many can we send? Oh, okay. Let's take 4 of our mountain divisions, or even our armor divisions. My armor divisions will do, and who will lead them? Well, this guy is a panzer leader, so the mountaineers are kind of a waste, really. And well, he's about to become a trickster, so I'm all for that. Here you go, send volunteers, and yeah. Once again, that increased global tension by 4%, I believe. It's quite a lot. China is counter-attacking, I think. Right, divisions arrived. A shitty place that for armored divisions to be, but so be it. Let's do it like that, I think, simply. Okay, well, going into the mountain on us, an armored division through the river, not the best use of our time, but I think we are powerful enough that we can swing it. And what I really want is combat experience anyway, so that seems like a lot of combat. Fuck. I think we lost a few days. get them. He could probably redeploy here, but I think this war will end in a sec. So let's fight as long as we can. This is our support equipment anyway. Oh shit. Nowhere our next will go. Darn it. And our motorized. Okay, at least our motorized is good. For all those logistic companies that we want to add to our troops. I think that was a bit of a overkill adding those logistics. Now when I think about it, adding all those logistics companies to our light divisions. That's a lot of support equipment. We'll manage. 160 days is before the war starts anyway, so the worst thing in the world. And air innovations for that air doctrine. 33 days from air doctrine. Wonder if Japan was buffed in the patch. Well, there isn't much point in pushing into that direction beyond being able to fight, so let's go there and go there, I guess, and try to encircle those guys. I'm getting some experience too. Using quite a lot of equipment though. Right, and now we can switch our production. This is nice. We finished building. We researched 1939 model before 1939, and it didn't took us long at all. Throughout 250 days, yeah. Well, it will get better once we the speed in which we do that increases. But I think adding 2 more, perhaps. Yeah, probably for the best. All right, let's encircle them first. Since we arrived before them, they were escaping. They got wiped out after losing that attack on our division. Goes for this. Yeah, that should put final nail in the Chinese coffin. But that will do. Once we capture those 2 victory points, that's it, I think. I think. Alright, so let's consider what we want. Yeah, well, this is ahead of time and we don't want to worry about this. Field hospital, perhaps better recon. Wouldn't hurt. Alright, we still need support weapons. So I guess we can just. Is anything else that is? I think we'll hold on Marines, that's a decent research, but basically this one is more important for now. Encryption would be nice. We can do it in the last second, I think. Well, we do need the support weapons anyway, so let's go. We'll be fairly ready for the war, with most of the combat research up to date. Okay, decryption. Let's go. Encryption now. That was a mistake, not to go, not going for, not going to war. No, go there. Not going to Japan earlier to get some army experience. It would be well, first of all, most important, more interesting than exercising, and second of all, would grant much more experience. Well, not much more, but more experience. Planes in reserves do we have? Amount. Okay, one more look at the production. We have a serious light tank shortage. Guess we need to add a few more. We started building another patch. Okay, yeah, that will do it. But sure, yeah, let's get more tanks. I'm liking it. Formation flying, very good. And in 30 we'll get another air doctrine in 47 days, 37 days. So we'll wait with this, then research something for 3 days and switch to next to researching doctrine. As if you recall, that 30 days saved up will switch to will be taken with us, sort of, so to speak, to a new research. So we will manage to research that air doctrine fast, and we basically want to finish the next two doctrines to get to close air support, and then around the time war starts, we will be able to get ourselves a ground support bonus, like sometime during the first few months of the war. Alright. But I think that's enough for this episode, so let's continue that in the next one.